Farooq, what are your best memories of the match?
I remember playing for India first when we used to earn 50 rupees a day, 250 rupees for a 5-day test match. I remember batting with Paulie Umriga. We're beating England or New Zealand in 4 days, and about 15, 20 runs to get and half an hour to go. And all sorts of messages were coming from the dressing room. Arey, aaj mat game khatam karo, kal ka 50 rupees jayenge hamare. So we started blocking, and what a cheer went up. Then, of course, the next stage was, after my career, literally, Kerry Packer came on the scene, and of course, the IPL, big bucks were in the game and made millionaires of people like Dhoni and Tendulkar. But coming back to this match, wonderful memories. I know, I keep on saying I was a top scorer. I wasn't a top scorer many times, so I just rub it in, After the match, I mean, you saw, when we had Vishwanath and I had a partnership in the second innings, and Vishy got out with about 5 runs to get, and Abid Ali comes in. So I tell Abid, don't do anything daft. After you, there's Bishan, Chandra, and Venki. They don't know which side of the bat to hold. So that'll bring England back in the game. So he said, yeah. First ball, what does he do? He charges down the wicket. And Alan Knott, who I had the greatest, highest respect as a wicketkeeper, I think missed a fairly easy stumping. And I told Ali, Abid, pagal ho gaya kya? What are you doing this for? We got all afternoon to get the runs. 5 runs needed. End of the over, of course. The first ball, I pushed the ball towards covers. And as I was taking the single, I realized, gosh, I've given Abid the strike. Hope he doesn't do anything daft. But next ball, what does he do? I think out of sheer nervousness, he just wanted to hit the ball somewhere. Luckily, he got some wood on it. And the ball didn't even reach the ropes because the crowds just absolutely poured in from all over the place. And I think he tried to get one of the stumps, didn't he? I said, are you mad or what? The crowd, and they even got an elephant on the ground from Chessington Zoo, I think. But the thing is, after the game, there was the rest of the team went home for a ticker tape welcome, President of India and all sorts of. I had to drive back to Manchester, and the motorways weren't as good as these days. So I reached home at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And 10:30, I'm striding out to open the innings with David Lloyd. And to my surprise and gladness, I got a standing ovation from the predominantly English crowd. And I thought, this is real sportsmanship. I've just shafted their country the day before. And they're giving me a standing ovation. I had a tear in my eye. But wonderful, wonderful memories of that,
John Jamieson, you were top scorer in the match. I have seen many batsmen of your generation. You were probably one of the hardest hitters of the ball. Tell me, what are your memories of the match?
That match and those 6s of Bishan, when the drinks came out, I said to my partner, if Bishan flights that ball again outside off stump, I'm afraid he has to go. And he said, you can't do that. This is the morning of a test match. The fact of the matter was that England performed very badly in the second innings. We got bowled out. And quite frankly, we shouldn't have been bowled out. Chandrasekhar is a very, very fine bowler. Now, how did I tackle him? Now, I don't know how we bowled in India. I promise you, I've not played in India at that level, so I have no idea how Chandrasekhar bowled there. But in England, I played him as I would a medium pacer who drifted into you. And that is the way I tackled him, as a medium pacer, on the basis that if he happened to turn his leg break, I would just be praying to the good Lord above that it misses everything. And, I was run out. Now, just to add a little bit of humour into this, I'm the only Englishman or England player to be run out twice in a match. I'm the only player in the world to be run out on 3 consecutive occasions. Records I'll keep to those.
How did you manage run out twice in the same match?
He was with boycott.
No. I didn't listen to my coach who said to me, John, it's no good running hard, you've got to run fast.
Ravi, what do you remember of that game when you were still quite young?
I remember that game to the T. I was 9 years old. I was listening to it on the Test Match Special BBC on the 9.74 meters wavelength on the 31-meter band. There were some great commentators there, great broadcasters who actually led me into my next profession after the game. That was broadcasting. You know, you had John Allett, you had Brian Johnson. I mean, it doesn't get bigger than that. And I listened to every ball in that game. 59 Engineer, 82 Jamieson, 90 Knott, lead for England. Sardesai runs in both innings. Vishy, my childhood hero, getting out with just 5 runs needed, and the heart was fluttering. But one lasting memory I have, Ashish, is Abid Ali square cutting and then running back for that bloody stump. You know, what a fool not to go and take it in the first place. He ran halfway and then went back thinking he'll get the stump. There was nothing there. It had all disappeared. But that's a lasting memory. And of course, the crowds coming into the Oval, you know, Abid being carried on the shoulders, you know, Farooq being mobbed. It was a terrific team effort. And for a 9-year-old, it inspired me, you know, no end. You know, that one day when you play cricket, you want to win a series in England and hopefully a game at Lord's. So it's happened as a player and it's happened for me as a coach as well. So these were fond memories. These are the people who inspired us and probably gave confidence to that entire nation that you can go overseas and win. And when it's in England, it's particularly special.
You were well into your first-class cricket career by the time 1971 came around. What do you remember? Do you remember anything about the 1971 Test match at the Oval?
Not much. It was nice to see the pictures of it. I was very struck by Raymond Illingworth getting caught and bowled off a full toss, because Raymond would not have enjoyed that. And he would have several excuses up his sleeve. I played against India in 1976-7, where Chandra, Ambition, Venkat, Sunny Gavaskar, lots of others, not Farooq, but several it was a great experience. And to play against Chandra was unique.
In 1971, what do you remember about 1971?
I think if I remember right, one of the tests we could have won, but we were thwarted by the England tailenders, and we didn't have that fast bowling which we have now. Otherwise, the story could have been different. We could have won 1 or 2 more matches. And in the final game, of course, as we saw, Chandra produced his magic, and when he did that, there was not much answer from many people. So I think it was a great victory and breaking ice, I would say, because we were not used to winning outside India very often.